And that is still something that would look like the 1920s. If you do it like this, it doesn't look like a 1920 window, 1920s window. I think that's the issue. But they make them so that they only have two. They have the horizontal ones, and those are appropriate
No,
for
quiero ver si tienen
a
estas.
1920s house. If you want to
I
do it a
understand.
little
I
cheaper.
completely I'm not,
Yeah.
I see the picture you're painting, and
Uh-huh.
I completely agree. Me and my wife were under the understanding that we were mostly concerned about the front.
The front, you'll have
It
it.
is, it
No,
is-
no, well,
but
we thought, where
he thought we're only concerned about the
street
front,
view
which is
was the
exactly right.
concern, and
That's the
main
biggest
street view.
concern. That
Okay.
is the biggest concern. But it's not the only.
Okay, here. I don't know the prices. Matthew?
Let me show you, Matthew, if you
Here.
want to.
No, I'm at the Home
I'm just
Depot.
gonna show him an example of what I'm
Ah,
talking about.
what you did. Look. This is what he
See,
did.
It's just the two horizontal lines. Oh, they make a
It's-
big difference.
Yeah, but that's for windows.
That's for windows, yeah.
Yeah,
So what I'm talking about is just adding
Here.
them.
but this is 3 windows.
Right. You
Well,
you
I
wouldn't
don't
put in
know.
4
I mean,
windows.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a contractor.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's just, may I have your pen?
Look at this.
It's just a matter, that's not quite right. It's just a matter of adding that section here so that it looks like,
the windows are too large to do these.
I know, these are standards, but I'm talking about the design, more or
let me
less.
see, which design? It's really, I think it's more like
That's
this.
what it looks like currently.
And that's a very
But
appropriate look
they're
for the
not
1920s.
hurricane impact.
No,
No, we know that. He wants to change
No, I know, but
they're dog poop.
Yeah, but if you can that's available,
Let me show you here.
and it shouldn't be much more expensive, because basically all they do is add a horizontal bar
It's
to the window.
It's not between the windows, it's like a plastic. You
It's
could
just
add
a thing that's
right, you
added
can
on.
Stick it to the window.
Yeah, ours, they're not inside.
Matthew, what we're advising you is to it's much better for your house. It will give you a much value of having restored originally with your floor plans. It's not something out of the blue. And you will still keep your hurricane impact windows and you restore the house originally. And taking the hurricane shutters, that's even better. So I don't know how much is the difference in prices.
I don't know, I think this is probably not as much as, what I'm describing is probably not as much of an impact as a full grid.
Do you have the budget of your, if you want to share the budget of your project?
It's really in my wife's court at this time. I think it's gonna look bad, to be completely transparent. I mean, it's what it looks like now. I just truly think it's gonna look bad. The grid looks beautiful. It's just gonna.
So that would
gonna-
be
it's just-
acceptable
Of course,
also.
it's gonna be acceptable.
Which one?
I'm a working.
The grid like this.
I'm not
Okay.
super.
But he's saying
wealthy.
it's a lot more expensive. But I mean, I have to disagree with you on the horizontals. You can see it in my house. It actually looks really, really nice.
And again, I'm not trying to be rude, but
No, I
that's
know.
your house. This is my.
No, I don't
house.
care. You can critique my house.
No, I love that's your house. You get to
Yeah.
look at it every day. You don't look at my house, and if you did, you wouldn't see these windows anyway. I would. I'm the only one looking out and in the windows. That's my argument here.
Yeah.
We do want the integrity of the home. I grew up
Yeah.
in a 1924 home in Miami Shores, right here at 99th Street. I love it. My father's a contractor. I value this, and I value your opinion.
It's just
But
that,
my personal opinion, being the homeowner, is it won't look aesthetically nice.
but what you're gonna have is modern looking windows on it. It's not
More
gonna.
modern windows, correct. We are
They
in
are
a more
modern.
modern time.
Yes, but part of his.
And I value what you're saying. I
Yeah.
do. But
I
we're just going to disagree at this point.
So maybe we just take a vote then. Do you wanna just take a vote?
I don't know what to say because it's unfair to push, a homeowner to spend more. I have no idea of the difference in prices.
Let
We
me
just,
finish with saying, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do. If there was a problem with the front of the home, which all of Miami Shores, any visitors would be seeing, I completely agree. We don't want to mess with that. This is in the back of the home where only me, my wife, and friends and family will be seeing. That's my argument.
Do you wanna table it and ask him to go back and let us know what the actual increase is, or?
Or
Before we
I
decide,
think
or-
let's be fair with both of us, and let's
I-
just give it a try. And
Also,
we
if I go home with bad news tonight, I might be sleeping on the front porch.
no
And the windows.
no I'm
We've
saying
been
like
trying to do this since
to
November.
maybe
We
to
don't want
have-
to. We don't want to be home wreckers
really,
on the.
I'm not trying.
We're preservationists. We're not home.
And I understand, and I value that, and that's why I chose Miami Shores to raise my child. Like, I value this, and I value this meeting as much as everybody wants to heckle it. I love this. This is what makes Miami Shores amazing. But the visual from what everybody's going to see is going to stay the same. I'm actually bettering it. That's my argument tonight.
I understand it. You have a point, and understand our
Please let me
position
go
that
home with
we
good news,
want to keep
please.
the houses as like original.
Hurricane season's around the corner, please, guys. I'm sorry. Please let's just okay this and move forward, please. I beg you.
So I need to jump in because since there are only 3 present, it's a.
No,
it-
Michelle's on.
Michelle's on the
no,
phone.
no, her vote, she cannot vote for this item. She's not present.
okay.
You have 3 members present.
Okay.
So that's the vote. It has to be 3.
It has to be 3
It has to be
here?
3, 4.
Even though she's on the phone?
Correct. She's not present, right? Oh, what? I thought that's okay. I'm sorry. I'm glad that
We
clerk
have
is here.
tonight
Little break.
Isabelli.
3.
Let's get Claire.
Welcome, Isabelli.
We just happen to be.
Isabelle Rodriguez, village
Hi,
clerk.
Isabella.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you for asking. So a member can join the meeting via teleconference or Zoom conference, and they can vote.
Okay.
However, they cannot constitute quorum.
So it's a
Ms.
quorum.
Henry can
Okay.
vote.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Good,
stand
good
corrected.
difference.
So long as the audio is effective both ways, that you can hear her and she
Okay.
can hear you.
I stand corrected. Thank you.
Thank you for clarifying.
All right, so the bottom line is you're suggesting that only the front is visible from the street. People are not going to see the other windows. I understand. It's not ideal, but
In the case of Todd Leone, in the past few months, we okayed
Exactly. Yeah.
him tearing down the back stucco wall, right? For those similar
Yeah.
reasons.
yeah, okay.
I was thinking about that as well, Daniel. I think
Yeah.
that's a good point. I think, I think we want to find compromise, and I think that that's a valid point, that it's not the facade.
Okay, but we should insist that he put back the garage door from 1925, though.
Please, please. You will scare him. He
You
will.
want to take a vote? You
Um,
want a motion?
Another point,
Yeah.
just to confirm, the grid color, sorry, the frame color is bronze. That's something that was selected.
Yes.
Which I think could work well with the current paint job and looks more natural than your,
for me,
stainless.
just the fact that he's gonna take,
Best color.
because the house is beautiful and these hurricane shutters just,
Trust me.
yeah,
We are my wife
Yeah.
counting on this.
yeah.
I'm not home enough to enjoy it.
So do we need a motion to do? So I move that we vote.
Yes,
the,
okay, do
on
I,
the certificate of appropriateness for this house.
as he quoted, like this.
Yes.
Do you have it online, Michelle?
I have from the agenda.
Yes.
Yes, I have that.
So we suggested to like keep the same design that the house in the original plans have, that are like multi-pane. You have it? You have a copy of that?
And they show in the floor plan too that you provided. The panes, yes, the grid.
No, it's not.
Yeah, if you count.
No,
Yes, you did.
they're single.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3.
Why? Maybe this is the actual windows.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are the actual windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
There's a motion.
there's a motion on, okay, so I vote to move forward with
Is
the,
there, you need to ask for a second.
Someone needs a
to the
second.
Second the motion.
okay, to approve it. I'm talking about
Yeah,
to
I
approve
made
it.
a motion
Yes,
to approve it,
okay,
but we have to vote.
yes, I vote yes. I approve it as well, so do,
Those in favor?
all in even if it doesn't count,
It counts.
No, it counts.
It counts.
I stand corrected.
so it counts,
It's just not quorum, yeah.
yes. Michelle,
I
So
second
wait,
approval.
so sorry. So it was Mr. Sade and then Mr. Serrano voted second.
Yes.
he
He
seconded it.
seconded it, yeah.
Okay.
okay, so all in favor?
Aye.
Approved.
Aye.
Mr.
Congrats.
Matthew, please,
change your windows.
congratulations with your project,
I can go home tonight.
Tell your wife.
and,
That garage door better be there next time you come in.
so, it's a good point that, you want to have these windows, modernized a little bit. Okay, taking, just for us, the facade of the house, taking those hurricane, it's not ugly because you put it there, it was there. But it will really enhance the facade of the
I'm
house.
excited to see it without.
So take the floor plans home. If you want a copy, I can just send to Alice, and Alice,
Oh, I
can
have
you?
a copy. I have.
And people right now just frame them, and it's a very nice thing to have.
Yeah, she needs to sign.
And I like your house, so invite us when you finish. How long it will take?
Well, I don't know yet. We'll find out.
It'll take months to get the
I
windows
hope
probably.
not. God. I
With
hope
that,
not.
we're gonna have you sign it, Madam Chair.
No, I have
so
to.
that
I
we
have
get
to.
that out of
Yes,
the way.
I have to, and I don't know where is you get my pen. Yes, you take my pen all the
I
time.
take your pen all the time.
We'll get a copy.
So
You'll get a copy in email.
approve as certificate of appropriateness was presented.
Thank you.
And then I guess just for Alice, just correct me if I'm wrong again. So you will take this and submit it when you submit the plans, the building permit set. This will
Correct.
need to be attached,
Yes.
so they know it went. The building department knows that you went through this process.
So I wait for the email.
And
Yeah. And then
copies
you
for
get
him.
the document, and then
He's gonna get this now, right?
well,
We have to
she has to
scan
scan it.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so but then when you submit, when you're ready to submit, attach this.
Okay.
Do you have a color for the house?
Do I have color?
Yes.
Meaning,
So you're changing the
What
color
are
as
you
well?
painting the house?
I think we're going to match what it is now tonight.
Which is that
It's
yellowish?
kind of in, I would want to say orange, but that gives it an ugly sound.
It's more like a yellow mustard kind of.
More my wife's department. Yeah. I'm not,
So why
I'm not-
didn't she came? So
She's washing her.
Oh, well.
Trust me.
let's say hello. It's okay.
you
At
very
least you heard our points. So
No,
this
and
is
they're-
this is what we're
great
here
points.
for, to suggest homeowners to, of course, they have to be happy also, but respect, the architecture of the house. To
We value that. Trust me.
have you received the envelope for all our invitation for the Centennial Homes?
His
I don't
wife
know.
probably has it.
Thank you, yes.
Okay,
She's
it
more on
included
top
a
of that stuff.
certificate signed by the mayor of Miami Shores, and we're gonna be also giving away for all of Centennial homeowners a garden sign that says "I am 100."
We get that. Yeah.
Yes, so this is a year for your house. So hopefully before the end of the year, you have your project ready to show it up.
So make us proud.
God
Yes.
willing, and I hope so.
Thank you for coming tonight,
Thank you for
and
having
good
me.
luck with your project.
Thanks so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Yes.
Have a great night.
Take care.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So the certificate was approved. I had my, not concerns, but that's what I recommended. This is what we're here for, to recommend, but we cannot force him to spend more. I don't know.
Well,
if-
technically we
if-
could.
I know, but
But
if
we
it was the
decided not
facade,
to.
it was
Yes.
different.
Yes, I'm
But
just
he has a
clarifying that
point.
we could.
Yes, I know, but he has a point that, only the side windows that you cannot be seen. and-
Yes, that's why I
Yes.
did agree at the end.
So next item on the agenda is number 7, 7A, HPV account information and budget.
Okay, so I know we had spoken last about needing a report from the finance director about what's in the current budget for this historic preservation board, but at the moment we don't have that information. So I have to wait until I get an answer back from the director with that information, and the
So
manager, of course.
I have to just say that I'm very disappointed, not with you guys, but that nobody's here to present this or just provide a report. Considering it's been a month, we're currently trying to do all these activities, so we need to understand what budget we have available. And it wasn't just at the meeting, I also emailed and said, can we please just have a high-level look at what the budget is? And they said, no, you have to wait for the meeting. And so here we are at the meeting, nobody's here, there's no report, there's nothing. And I understand that people are busy, so I really do, but it seems like a whole month might have been, enough to have had this report here, because we're incurring expenses already for these activities, and we need to know what the budget is. And I have some other questions that I was going to ask the finance director, which I can email. I don't think we can wait until the next meeting. So if there's a way that we can have that information and the answers to these
So
questions.
what we could offer, I mean, I would send it to the manager and, these
Mr.
questions.
Scott?
And then,
Okay.
the budget director the finance director works for him. So
Yeah.
he will direct the finance the
Okay.
director to, so, I mean, I honestly did not follow up.
No,
and
but
she
Alice
logged on.
did.
She
Alice
should be-
talked to her. And
She should be here next week. So once she's here next week, you'll get a response. But of course,
Yeah, the response will probably be, I'll tell you at the next meeting, and that's just not good
Well,
enough
but
at
I
this
mean,
point.
I'm recommending let's send it
Yeah,
to
I'll
the
send a
manager
letter.
and then,
I'll send a letter.
your
Okay.
questions, and then he'll,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Thank you.
just like to second, Jeffrey's disappointment. To be honest, this seems like a very simple request, and actually there should be transparency with what the budget is allocated for from the very beginning, and we've never actually ever gotten any kind of budget information, and I've been on the board, 4 years, so
And-
it's disappointing.
Yeah, and I talked to the chair of the Fine Arts Board, and they know their budget, and they've known it all year. So I'm not sure what the issue is and why we weren't told.
Why this information has not been shared
Right.
appropriately at least once a year. I mean, it has never been shared. I've been on the board for years, so that's a
Wow.
big concern.
Okay.
And we've asked for, funds, and it's just all very, it's not
There's no
very
transparency.
clear. There's
Yeah.
no transparency, and it's not clear. And honestly, there should be a budget recap yearly, at the minimum.
Right.
And furthermore, this year that we need for the first time, because the past year we've been doing all these walking tours and donate the money to the library without asking not even one penny. But this year we have so many celebrations for the centennial and expenses, and we don't know anything about how much, if we have something.
We did ask, we asked Claudia, she said to request, it seemed like it wasn't approved, but again, there wasn't clarity, it wasn't transparent.
Well, what she requested was an additional amount outside of the regular annual budget, and that was turned down by the village council. We're just trying to understand what the regular budget that we have available is.
if we have something
And we know
left.
there is.
Do we
and
have
know there
something
is.
left?
That's what we need. That's why she was supposed to come and tell us. Because some of it's for the markers. So a lot of it is for the markers, which I understand that wouldn't be available. But I think there's more than just what's needed for the markers. But again, we don't know because we don't have any report. Or anything.
right, like it wouldn't be prudent to tell you, well, this is for this amount and this is for that amount. I would have to really get a
Yeah,
statement.
you don't
from,
know. Yeah.
So that's where
Yeah,
it's complicated at the
exactly.
moment.
So we'll work through the
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
work through the manager and,
I'll send an email.
okay.
That's
CC Alice and me. So
Yeah. Of course I will.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So this is like a table item.
Yep.
Okay, so discussion item number 7A, HPV account information and budget is being tabled because we don't have a staff present at this time that can just answer our questions, correct?
Yep.
So this is a, just a discussion item, but we could bring it back up, for the following meeting for an update. But of course, I understand the
Yeah, I'll send a
urgency,
letter.
yeah.
We already, it's
it's not-
April 17, and we have, less than 2 weeks away from all the celebrations in
Yeah.
May
Yeah.
that we do for this year. By the way, I do have a question. I don't know if the garden signs are,
Let's save that for 7B.
Okay.
I asked to add that to the agenda. So we
okay,
can talk
so 7B, let's move to discussion item. Michelle, 7B, month of May activities.
Yep, I asked to put this item on the agenda, Madam Chair, because I wanted to just get status and discuss a little bit about where we are. I know one of the items you're most interested in is the garden signs. Alice, you have an update, right?
Yes, so we did get the garden signs, at least it's already been, processed, ordered, and it's already in the way, so it should be here by Friday, basically the 30th, before the 30th.
Oh, the 30th.
Yeah,
Okay.
before the 30th.
So
that
not this
way-
Friday.
Not this Friday, but the other Friday, because that's the deadline that I gave Juan, who's our person that purchases these things. So we'll have it before then.
Okay, before the end of the month.
Yes.
Okay, so that way we can just like give them to all the remaining, because we just
Yeah.
gave some of them at the brunch.
Right.
And we will give every house a garden sign, and then we'll post it. Part of our celebrities are, those 100 and something houses will have the signs.
And how many were given out at the garden party, and how many are we ordering? Just so
the
we,
first,
they were
was
30,
30,
and
and
we
now
have
it was
3 left.
100.
and then so there's extra in there or no? Just
Another 100. There's like 5 extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 100 more, and
Right. Okay.
and believe me, when I did 3 years ago that I just gave 60 for the designated home, the blue garden signs, it took me 2 days, 4 hours each just to delivering them. So now it's 100.
Right.
And it will take time. We'll share the timing between
We'll
the
share the
four.
wealth.
Could a batch be expedited for this Friday?
No.
Yeah, it's
will
already,
cost
it's
more.
already
It's already
been
gone.
processed, yeah.
Costs a lot more. It's
Yes.
okay. We'll just have to do it then.
Okay, so that's part of the centennial celebrations. Then we have the opening of the library on May 2nd. And hopefully I will have the book ready, or at least a copy of the book ready.
May 2nd.
May 2nd, it's going to be an opening night at the month-long exhibit at the library, Miami Shores Centennial Houses.
Yep.
And then we have an amazing tour this year, and I'm going to just pass the torch.
Yeah,
to-
that's the main thing I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, just on the before, but the
Yeah.
May 2nd is at what?
Opening
opening
night at the
night-
library.
At the library.
What time is the? So
Six-
it's on the record.
6
so it's
p.m.
I'm sorry, that's a Thursday, the 2nd.
Yes, the invitations are already online. I will reinforce them in next week
Okay.
to refresh everybody the event of the library. And of course, our main event is going to be the tour. Explain a little bit about the
Yeah.
tour.
Madam Chair?
Michelle, yes.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, the library opening is on May 1st, Wednesday, or
No.
Thursday, May 2nd?
Thursday, May 2nd.
Oh, wonderful, okay, thank you.
Yes.
I don't know why it was wrong on my calendar.
Yes, so
So we have, so the next thing that we're doing is a tour of Centennial Homes. Oh, you want to show it?
yes, I know it's
I don't think I can.
this flyer. I'm gonna post it. It's a unique tour once a year, and this year will be special because it's a centennial celebration. So it's gonna be for 5 houses,
We're having 5 houses, yeah.
5 centennial spectacular houses that we're gonna be honored to visit inside. Not only it's a walking outside tour, it's an inside. As usual, all the proceeds are donated to the library. And this year, we have sponsorship available, And the catalog will be done like this one. We have it. We have a special brochure always, every
It'll be a little
tour.
different than that.
Yes,
It's gonna be- it's gonna look like-
explaining, and the brochures are done by Michelle.
like this.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Michelle, yes, is in charge of designing the brochures, and it will be spectacular because all the details in the brochure that look simple, they're not. Those took years of research, years of all kind of investigation to get to the point that you just open it and read it as simple as that, but it's not. It was a long, long research.
Yep.
So
This tour, just to clarify, is going to be a self-driving tour. There are 5 homes that are not necessarily walkable, so people will drive. They'll check in at the Brockway Memorial Library, and then they will be given a map, and on that map, and they'll be given the brochure, and they will then go ahead and, travel to the 6 houses or the 5 houses at their own pace in the whatever order they want. But I do want to talk about a couple of issues. One is that we are currently priced at $75, and we only have 5 tickets sold. So it's very concerning to me, and I'm proposing that we change the price to $50 to make it more affordable for a larger number of people. And I think it will attract more guests to the tour.
And is that, where is this I'm just throwing out ideas. Is it
Yeah.
on could we get it on the homepage of the
It-
village homepage, or is it there now?
It's going to
Is that
be
in-
I just talked to Lisa, it's going to be in the newsletter.
Okay.
They're going to do, the social network group is going to be advertising it. We've advertised on all our social networks already. And I've reached out to various organizations, so the greater Miami area,
Okay.
Miami and Miami Beach. They're going to publicize it. There's a couple others as well. So we're going to have a booth at Green Day, and we're going to obviously advertise it at Green Day. So there's a lot of things that we still have to.
I have a question for you, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It's already, you gave that to Lisa, and it's already been published at $75?
I have till tomorrow to change it, so that's what we
Okay.
have to decide now.
Okay. From my personal experience,
Yes.
people purchase at the last minute, I know.
Yeah.
But even though the monies always go to the library, I will support change the price for a more affordable
Okay.
people so it can be reachable. I know you feel like it's not being sold, but don't get worried because people, the week prior, 0, and then it's sold out.
That's what it was last year. with the
Yes.
tour, but-
So anyhow, that will help.
But I think it'd be a good idea to
Yes,
change it.
I agree. So do we need a motion to do that? No.
I mean, it's your thing, but just in my mind, the 5 people who bought tickets, are you refunding them?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
Yes.
just
of course.
We have the capability to refund them.
okay.
The other good news is that we have our first sponsor.
Oh, that's good.
It's not a lot of money, but we have a sponsor who will be donating $300.
Oh, Totleone, 150.
I know, so now we have $450.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, so this is, the sponsor is, oh my gosh. The couple that owned the house on 4th Avenue that was in the Heidi Hughes tour, what's their name?
Oh, I know. Beautiful house.
No, it's on 4th Avenue in 99th, yes. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful home.
it's a beautiful home, and they're going to sponsor the tour, so that's a good thing.
that's
And I'm hoping to
wonderful.
get other sponsorships. So I think that part's going
So
to work out.
what do you think, Daniel and Michelle, about the price reduction to get more attendees?
Yes, I agree. I think that's a good idea.
Okay, I'll
I
change
think
it.
I think it's a good idea, and if it doesn't eat into, the donations too much, even further considering a further reduction or a price per set vehicle, a price per car. Having 4 people fit in a car, you charge them
How much?
50 or
idea.
75.
How much were the last year?
Has to get families and
They were $50.
and others.
55.
55 we
Martinis
charged
were
last.
55,
Yeah.
and the
How much
mansions.
is the Heidi Hughes out of curiosity?
Heidi Hughes was 60.
Okay, yeah, good to know.
Yeah. But Morningside was like $90.
No, 100 and something we paid.
100
Yeah.
something.
Well, we pay, yeah, but we paid for the VIP one.
Yes.
Patricia, yeah.
Yes.
So I think, yeah.
Okay, so
Is there also a concern about volunteers?
There's also that's the next one. So
Sorry.
do we all agree that we should lower the price?
yes, I agree.
I
Okay.
agree.
And Michelle, okay. Then let's talk about volunteers. So
5 houses.
I've sent out requests to different places, including Miami Country Day, and they're going to solicit students because they'll get credit. They get volunteer credit or something, but we still haven't heard back, and so we don't know how many people they're going to come up with. I have a few volunteers right now.
So you need 6.
I need like 5 or 6 per house.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 per house.
Per house. Yeah.
Oh my
Because
God.
these are interior tours. We're gonna put people in every room,
Oh,
not only to explain things, but for security reasons.
so it's like 25, 30
It's like
volunteers.
60 people. We need 60 people, 55, 60 people.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never done these tours, inside tours.
But
That's
you've
why.
been to the Heidi Hughes tour?
Yes,
have
but
a
I,
person
but
in
I
every
didn't know the
room.
logistics.
They have a person in every single room because you want to ensure security, first of all.
And you already, all these 5 houses, they will go full house, downstairs, upstairs?
No. Perry Alexander only wants the downstairs. And he said his wife, and one of his, I forget who else, they're going to be volunteering. So we only need a team captain for that house.
Oh, so they're gonna volunteer for their own house?
Yes.
Good, good,
So we
okay.
only need a team captain for that house.
What does,
A
explain?
team captain is a person that is in charge of all the volunteers and is in charge of coming up with the flow of the tour for each house. So each house will be assigned a team captain. I have 2 already from the Heidi Hughes organization, the president, Melissa Lattis, and Beth Hitt are going to be team captains. I've already assigned them houses. So I still need 2 more team captains.
Okay, you need 2 team
2 team
captains?
captains.
Okay.
And that could be one of us, but I was hoping to keep us available to coordinate.
And
everything around.
like, yes, and go
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
houses.
We may not need all of us to do that, so maybe one person could be a captain. Daniel, would you like to be a captain?
Happy to be.
Okay. So maybe we can assign Daniel as a captain, and I have the perfect house for you. Perfect house.
So
Okay.
there'll be
You're in
adult
charge.
Supervision for each, if the kids
Adult
do well.
supervision, yes. So the thing is, we need
Do we need insurance?
no, because we're going to have the waiver.
Okay.
They have to sign the waiver.
That was my next
Oh,
question of how that's
please,
working out.
please tell the
Yeah.
library to upload the waiver online.
I've asked her to.
Because
already.
it
We'll
takes
see.
a tremendous amount of time and congestion, people at the last minute signing. And Francis told me last year when I asked her, he said, okay, next year we will put it online. When they purchase the ticket, they sign at once.
Yeah, I
the
asked
waiver.
Francis to do that.
Yes, that's-
I just
So
need to remind her.
it's for the guests and volunteers.
As well.
Everybody will
staffing
have to
the-
sign
Yes,
it.
Right.
okay.
Everybody
So
has to sign it.
waivers online.
Yep.
Waivers online. Okay. So are we serving food or drinks or
Well,
music at each
there's-
house?
Well, we can try if we have budget for it. We can try to do that. That's still to be worked out. What we do need to have is an after party for the volunteers and the homeowners.
He left. He left.
Why are
Been
you
to a few
laughing?
after parties.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
So
But we need an after party for sure.
okay, the after party will be like everybody pays their own bill, or it's like included
No, I mean they're volunteering and they're volunteering their house. So I think
for the
they
volunteers.
the volunteers and the homeowners.
Oh, okay. So
And the homeowners.
after party for volunteers.
And homeowners.
Okay, and homeowners.
So we should, that would be complimentary for them. So we can figure out how, maybe we can get a sponsor or something like that.
So first we need to know the amount of people to get budget.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like 60 people.
60.
Volunteers and
So-
homeowners, yeah.
So 60 people.
Mhm.
And the after party, you were thinking about maybe Scenes Gastrobar, some drinks?
I was thinking maybe at somebody's house, just to keep the price down.
Yes, okay. One of those houses, maybe?
Backyard.
Maybe if they volunteer it.
We push it. He push you.
Oh, my house is not on the tour this time. Everybody's
Okay,
seen my house.
okay,
It doesn't have to be at one of the houses.
let's brainstorm that, but it has to be soon because it's
Yes.
like we're less
That's
than a
why-
month.
that's
We're
why I
less
was-
than a month
That's
away.
why I was sending desperate WhatsApps saying, we need to meet, we need to meet.
We're meeting right now.
Everybody's busy.
No,
I mean,
I'm-
I'm just throwing something out. Could
Yeah.
sort of over here at the library, since that's a starting point, or maybe the park or something here.
I prefer not to do it out
gonna
at
be
the
too hot.
park, but
Okay, well, just
no, I
I'm
mean,
hoping- yeah,
it could be outdoors in the back of one of the houses or another house, or it could be at the library if they say okay with that. If the library's okay with it, we could do it there.
Let's quote the backyard of
Yeah,
Scenes.
the library would be nice.
Oh,
Do you think it's gonna be too expensive at Scenes? Maybe some bites, only bites, and
What about alcohol? They're gonna want.
and just like they did at my opening at the office, it was only sangria and wine, just like two things simple. Let's quote.
Okay, we can get a quote.
So I think
Uh-huh.
what do you think about the backyard of Scenes?
If the weather's not bad, that's okay. That would be okay. I can talk to Carlos.
Is that,
it just.
I mean, I think it's a great idea. It's
when you
just
had the bus
of
tour was
course,
there,
the
remember?
cost
Then
It
and
was
the
there, yes.
logistics, but
So how much?
was that something that
Well, we
Heidi
ended up
Hughes
paying
did?
for the drinks. Everybody paid for their own
no,
except for the
good question.
drinks.
Did Heidi Hughes did that for
Heidi
volunteers?
Hughes did it at the house, at my house.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, the after party at my house they had appetizers and wine.
I know the after party
And
was
the after
at
party was
her
at
house.
Beth Hitt's house on the bay.
Yes. Yes, on the bay. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's have. I don't know if we can just. How can we? To discuss this, we have to set up like a fact-finding team
We have a fact-finding team.
for this. For
We
the.
already have it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
already set
Yeah,
up.
we have the fact finding.
Okay. So are you gonna get the estimate from Carlos?
Yeah,
or-
I'll call him.
Okay. So Jeffrey's in charge of quote some
Yeah.
light
The
bites and
challenge, I think the challenge, Jeffrey, is of course the budget and the,
yeah.
Yes. Yes, which we
that's
don't
the
know.
challenge here.
Well,
Right.
Well, we do have the sponsorship, so we could probably use that. But that's another question I have. So what I was told by the finance director is that the donations from the sponsorships, well, I wasn't told. Alice forwarded her email, but that we should be having them write the checks or whatever to the village.
That was just.
And making a memo that is for historic preservation on the memo. But then how do we use that money? What happens? What's the logistics? And then what if they want to use a credit card? How can we process a credit card donation? I know the library can. There is a link, an online link, because they're set up as a vendor in the village. So if you want to donate to the library, you click on that link and one of the choices is Brockway Memorial Library. So we're not on there. Maybe we need to be added there. And then how do we use that money? What's the logistics for that? And then this is all in the questions that I was going to send out. But the other thing is so we're using the library's Eventbrite for the tickets. And what happens is at the end of the event, Eventbrite sends them a check. And then they take that check and they deposit it into their account with the village, right?
The
So
library.
the library does.
The library
So
account.
the library account.
Right.
So my question is, how do we get a hold of those funds for the Historic Preservation Board? Because we want to cover costs, and then the proceeds will be a donation to the library. So those are the questions that I have.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll formulate it in the email that I sent. I'll put all the questions in there, and then hopefully it can be answered. But my biggest concern right now is selling tickets and volunteers.
Okay.
Two biggest concerns.
Volunteers.
The after party could come together very quickly.
All those volunteers, let's start working real fast. How many hours?
It's 3 hours plus the
3
after party.
hours plus the
No,
after.
actually, for the volunteers, it's 4 hours because they have to be there at 9 to get trained on the house.
Okay, so 4 hours plus the after party.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to
30.
speak English.
30 volunteers.
We need more than that. 5 times. Yeah, I guess we could probably make do with 30.
Okay, 30 volunteers.
Yeah.
4 hours plus the after party.
Yeah.
And well, I think that it's not only calling friends. It has to be like a school or something.
Well,
It's
I'm
a lot of
trying with the
people.
school. I'm
Yeah.
trying with the school, and I've also emailed the people that were at the brunch, the Centennial homeowners, to see if they want to volunteer.
Okay, let me.
And I've heard,
I can just push, online to sell the tickets. I don't know if I can.
Yes.
I'm.
no, you can't do that online.
I will push to
Yeah,
online
you
to sell the tickets.
You can just sell tickets.
Now with $50 is gonna be easier,
Yeah.
and I can.
I'll continue trying for the volunteers. I'll try
Yes,
But,
um,
but if you guys know people,
Yeah.
right? Your family and friends, ask them if they want to volunteer. It can be a lot of fun because they're learning about the architecture of the house. They're meeting.
But they will
people
be
from all
only
over.
one house.
They'll only be in one house.
In one house. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So are we disclosing which houses, or that's surprise for
No,
the?
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, but this is a very, very special tour. We've never done this tour in Miami Shores before. Only the Heidi Hughes, that's a separate organization, but as a historic board, we've
Yeah.
never done an indoor tours like this.
Correct.
So, and
We're
the
breaking
name,
new ground.
and the name is the Splendor
Yeah, Centennial
Tour.
Splendor.
Centennial Splendor.
magnificent
How
houses.
come?
Love it.
How
Is anybody
come?
online? Can you tell?
Yeah.
There is people online?
Oh no, it's live, but I can't tell. If
Oh, you
there's-
can't tell.
Okay, so it's
Please let us know if you'd like to volunteer.
yes,
And
and
if you don't, please buy a ticket.
it will be amazing to see these houses because we picked very special houses. So you will be amazed how 100 years later these houses are even better than they were built, and it's a great experience. You meet great people, and we can just also invite them to the after party. Maybe they want to attend this if they want to pay for themselves, or it's
No.
gonna be a mess.
I think it's going to be a mess.
Okay, so what else? At this time, we're already to spoke about the events of May. We're waiting for the signs. Michelle is working on the brochure for the tour.
Well, they're waiting for input from us. He already did.
Information, yes.
He
Yeah.
already did the design, but
Okay.
now we need to provide all the input. So that's the other thing I need help with.
Okay.
Is the descriptions for the houses. I might need people to help me to do that. Okay.
Okay, fact find.
I do have, if they have the Florida Master Sci-Fi,
That helps.
that helps a lot.
helps a lot.
It's too technique. I think it's too
Yeah.
the word is too
It needs to
technique.
be like the Heidi Hughes
Yes,
ones, which
like
is
friendly,
a combination.
friendly.
It's a combination of the architecture and also a little bit about the owners.
Oh, so
It's not just
did
about
you
the
interview the owners or ask them for something?
We have for
Okay.
some of them, yes.
Okay.
But I have a questionnaire that I can give people that you can use to talk to the owners. And I've got appointments for 2 of the houses with Beth and Melissa.
Okay.
So they're coming with me to talk to the owners. One of them is Todd Leone. And we're going to,
Don't say it.
yeah, we're going to talk to Todd and get his perspective so that one of us can write the description.
Okay.
But I will assign you a house, and I'll
Please.
send you the information I have and introduce you to the owners.
Please, assign
Okay.
me more. I can have a
Excellent.
talk after
Excellent.
review.
Okay, good.
For general information, we designate last night, this is a resolution. It was unanimously approved by the village council, the designation of a mid-century house located on 525 Northeast 93rd Street that belonged to the same architect of the library, Edwin T. Reeder. He was a remarkable Miami architect that was his own home, and his son lives there, so we designated another house So far, we have one in the pipeline, and when it's done, we've been designating 5 houses in the past 24 months. This is remarkable.
And 3 of them are mid-century modern.
Yes, yes,
Madam Chair, there's another agenda item.
yes. I haven't finished.
Okay.
Okay. We're having fun all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there is no more comments on month of May activities, I'll pass to item number 7C, ordinances, Chapter 11 updates.
Okay, just wanted to bring you up to date, and I know you were there last night, but basically at the direction of this board and of the council last year, we made 2 changes to a Chapter 11, which is the Historic Preservation Code. So, as we had the discussion in previous months, we wanted to add, excuse me, historic markers and certificates of designation to your code. So that's one of your well, it will be once adopted May 2nd, I think, whenever the next council meeting is.
So they have to approve the previous meeting?
That was the
two
first
readings.
reading.
That was
Okay.
first reading. They
It
have
needs
to
2
adopt.
readings.
So
7.
May 7th is the meeting where they, if it
Should
goes
we
forward.
attend as well, like last night?
Yeah, it's fine if you want to.
May 7th.
Yeah,
Sure they'll
so
approve it.
that would be the adoption of the ordinance. So what that does is, and I'm going to read this into the record because I did recommend a change last night. So what the language we're adding dealing with the historic markers, the new language to section 11-4 of the code will read, the board shall have the power and duty to approve historical markers, comma, and this is the language I added yesterday, create design guidelines for historic markers, and then it goes on, and issue certificates of recognition for individual sites and designated properties in a district. So that will now give you the power to approve the markers, and we need to create the design guidelines so you have a unique marker for Miami Shores, and every marker that's approved will look the same. So that's what I added last night, just so everything tees up with that. The second part of the ordinance deals with, and this is what the council had recommended last year, previous council, I guess. As Alice and I were going through the designation of 525, I questioned, I'm like, it doesn't make sense to me to have an item go to historic preservation, then the planning and zoning
Right.
board, and then on to council. So we found that was added just a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. So the recommendation and what was approved at first reading would be taking out the planning and zoning board review. It's duplicative, an extra step. So it will be your recommendation. You're the HP board, from you directly to council. So that's the second change in to chapter 11. And with
So
that,
they approved it, the first reading was approved based on your changes?
it was approved with my changes.
With your
So the
changes.
suggestion
Excellent.
was to have the design guideline responsibility for you all.
So we don't need another first reading, we just go right to
Right,
second reading.
it's going, yep, they accepted
Excellent.
that change, so it just
Mhm.
goes to adoption. And
Good.
so now you have another thing to do. So, no, it
Excellent,
was fine. So that, I just wanted to give you that update.
great news.
Yes, because that will expedite any future designations. Just go straight to the village council.
I mean, it didn't take, we were pretty quick. It went to you,
Yes,
and, boom, 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 we got it done,
Yeah,
but,
in a month, yeah.
right, but.
But at minimum,
why?
it adds a month of delay, at
A
minimum.
couple weeks,
Right.
right. So,
Right.
yeah,
So,
so I think it's just
a good
streamlining.
thing.
We do have in the pipeline another designation that is now on hold because of the owner's health reasons, but it's already signed, and
Right.
maybe in the next meeting we'll submit it.
Right.
Do we have a deadline, right?
A
What-
deadline for
Yeah, a deadline to submit.
yes, so it'll be on the planning and zoning department website, and then they'll be able to see the schedule for the next one, which
Oh no, let's wait. Let's wait until.
But I think he's still in the
He's in the
hospital,
hospital.
so, you
No,
know.
no. I meant.
Yeah.
Let's wait for the second reading of the ordinance.
yeah.
Let's
Okay.
approve.
Yes.
And then we'll process. Yeah.
Well, I suggest we wait until he gets
Yes.
out of the hospital.
Well, I spoke to her on the library.
He
He's still
is.
at the hospital?
Yes,
is.
I spoke with his wife at the library's event last week, and last Saturday, and she said, "Please pick it up. It's already signed anytime at home, but it's courteous to wait."
Right.
Yes.
We do have a planning and zoning board next week, so we will still reach out to him to get an excused absence.
Okay.
So,
So, did you had any contact with him, or
no,
He's not,
we
it has
talked
a-
about this yesterday. The mayor and the manager will try
Okay.
to reach out.
okay, okay. So that's all for the ordinances approved last night.
That's enough.
It's enough. And, okay, so item number 8, board member comments. Open for comments. I think we
I
spoke,
don't have any. We spoke.
we spoke a lot. Michelle, you?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so if there's no board member comments, so item number 8, that says our next scheduled meeting is May 23rd. Is
Yeah,
that-
I thought that we had changed that,
Let me check.
to May.
May 23rd is a
pre-
Thursday.
No, it's supposed
Yeah.
to be May 15, but I think we had a discussion last meeting about changing it
Oh.
To the 8th, yeah.
to the 8th.
We had talked about.
Oh, that's why I have it on the
May
8th. I have it on the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had talked about changing.
So
That's
are we
right.
changing it for the 8th?
It was already changed last time.
Oh, okay.
May 8th. Okay,
me
so
put-
let me just update
Yeah.
that.
So we'll change and make that, we'll reflect it here in the minutes that it's changed to May 8th.
May 8th, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I think that's right before Memorial Day too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the 8th is
Yeah,
not.
that is the other,
20
yeah,
The other
Thursday,
one,
the
yes.
23rd.
Plus, I
Yeah.
think what we
But
wanted
the
to.
8th is good because it's right before
Our
our event
tour.
on the 11th.
That's right.
That's the other reason we wanted to have it then. So,
So can you put please on the agenda, the two events? I would like the support of all the board for the lecture on
May
April,
2nd and May 11th.
on April 28th, which is a Sunday brunch.
Okay.
Please, it's in North Miami.
April
And also the Forum of the Library, which I will include it in our report as one of the events for this centennial year.
Correct.
The topic of the forum will be current trends and topics in historic preservation. So it's interesting to know what's going on right now with all these demos and designations. So it will be a great
This one, right?
event.
The-
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
the
so
one,
we
the one with
have
the
a-
horrible
I got it.
pictures, except for Patricia.
What
She
did you
makes-
say?
The one with the horrible pictures, except for yours.
He was teasing me
She
all
made
the
sure
time.
that she looked fabulous, and everybody else looks. a
No
little-
way. I don't. Well, everybody wants. They send me the pictures. Even John. John is handsome here.
He is. I'm kidding.
The May meeting is the 8th or the 15th?
8th.
Yes. So forum.
But can we talk about June? Because I have June on 2 days now. I have it on the 12th, and I have it on the 19th.
Oh yes, because Miss Headley was gonna be out of town, so we had like
We moved it to the 12th.
it was between the
But it
12
could
or the
be-
16.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever
I'm
day.
fine with it. The 12th is fine too. Would you prefer that?
For me, yeah, the 19th I'm traveling. That was the
So-
whole thing. I can do it on the 12th. Yeah.
So we moved it to the 12th, but I forgot to erase it. So
Yeah.
just everybody have it on the. It's on the
On the
12th.
12th. Yep.
What?
The June meeting is not on the 19th. It's on the 12th.
Not on Juneteenth.
It's not on June.
So June 12th, the next meeting.
Yes. No, not the next meeting. The June.
The June meeting. Okay.
So just to clarify once again for the audience,
Yes.
the May meeting will be moved to May 8th.
Yes.
Same time, same place, I guess. if-
Yes.
if we move back. And then the June meeting is now rescheduled for June
12th.
12th. Yes.
And then July is still the 21st.
Can't think that far out.
And
21st is-
August. No, it's. I'm sorry.
21st
The
is Sunday.
17th. The 17th of July.
17th of July.
And then we have no meeting on August, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right, I think they're off in
So
August.
May 8th, we have to change it because that's sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah, just realized that.
And you were part of
May 8th? Oh,
sustainability?
May 8th.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you can't have like two. I mean, you can theoretically, but since I'm a member
About
of
the 9th.
the day after,
Yeah, or the day before.
It's a Thursday.
No, village council meeting the day before.
May 9th is a Thursday.
Yes.
It could be.
Yeah, it's a Thursday.
Can you?
Just that one time.
I mean, we just
Yeah.
have to check with, because there,
Let me
I
check right
think
now, let me check right
Ms.
now.
Ms. Gunn said there were like 14 meetings in the month or something this month. So
No,
there
and for us, May is like the busiest month of the
know.
year.
So
Then we
it
rest.
needs to happen. It needs to happen before
I need a
the
vacation
11th.
after the month of
As
May.
of right now, there's no meeting on the 9th, and that's about it.
Okay,
9th,
let's move it to the 9th. Can you write it in there now?
Night.
Into the calendar? Okay.
From
So
the 8th to the 9th.
May 8th goes to the 9th.
It's Thursday, May 9th.
May 9th.
Thursday, May 9th.
Okay.
And do we have anything scheduled so far for the May 9th meeting?
He's saying, oh,
So we meet in 2 days before the Splendor tour.
I'd like an item for the tour.
Well, yeah, but I just want to make sure.
Oh, the finance.
Right. So
That's too late, by the
tour
way.
and update.
2 days before the
so
tour, but
I'll talk.
let's put it on the agenda just as a placeholder for now. But
Right.
we need that information much sooner. And then August, there's no meeting, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's meetings in August.
Okay, get rid of it.
Okay.
What else?
Okay, so
I'm gonna clarify everything so we're all on the same page. Okay.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
For the public, whoever.
Yes.
Because we're changing.
We are.
So we rescheduled the May meeting to Thursday, which is obviously
May
not when
9th.
we typically meet. May 9th, which is the Thursday.
That's right.
June 12th, which is the Wednesday.
June 12th, yep.
And then July 17th, which is also the Wednesday.
Yes.
July 17th, yep.
Yep. I'll be calling in for that meeting, just FYI.
Of course. Adjourn, Madam Chair.
yes, so if there is no more items, a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
Motion to adjourn the
Motion
meeting.
to adjourn.
Thank
I
you.
second.
All in
Okay,
favor?
second.
Done.
Aye.
Michelle?
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Thanks,
meeting
Michelle.
adjourned. Good night.
Good night.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Is the camera off?
Let me check.
You know what? I don't need all this stuff.
The camera is off? You don't want it?
That's
Is the
fine.
camera? No. I want to ask you a question.
Not yet because Isabelli's doing it remotely because
Oh.
we're having some
Okay.
troubleshooting.
So we'll behave. No, just kidding. Tropical Home Designs is the
Yeah.
architect.
Yes, it was a developer,
Oh,
architect and builders.
okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
they have several houses.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Cool.
But my question, when I was looking at this, why does it say, it looks like Plenwood Motel?
Where? What are you looking?
What's-
Glenwood
what's-
Motel. Hmm.
That's the address of the company.
Okay.
Oh, they
Yeah.
were. They
Yes.
were. Oh, their office was at a motel. That's
Yes.
interesting.
Oh, you're gonna love the book, Alex. If you like this, you're gonna love the book.
I'm quite interested.
It's not finished yet, and maybe I'll present like a draft copy. There are so far 527 pages.
Hey,
Wow.
Thank you, Daniel.
hey, so sorry about
Okay, who
that.
wants
So
to go to
the meeting,
Sims?
ended.
I have to go.
You have to go. You have to go too, Daniel?
No, I can.
You can go?
but I have
Okay.
to go grocery shopping.
I understand. It's okay.
I want to hang out.
Is Isabelle here? I want
But
to
is
speak
it-
to
I
her.
don't,
I don't know.
Is she here?
Yes.
I missed it. I wanna go to this one, but I can't.
What? It's okay.
I don't wanna eat my leftover,
Thank
chicken
you.
kitchen like I did last night at 10 something after that.
Yes. Okay, we'll let you go.
meeting. I will join you one day.
Alice, can you recycle these, or what happens with all this stuff?
No, we have to save it in the system.
Okay.
So that way it's like on record, and then, you know, you guys already have a copy set to Lisa for this.
Yeah.
So it gets posted.
Okay. And you're not gonna lose the plaque.
No, this time I'm.
Why? You already have
I find already.
Let me see.
It's almost 2 years.
Finally.
Finally.
Here, let me take a picture with the plaque.
Oh, jeez, Papita, no.
Yes. Give me his plaque.
How do I look?
Finally.
Do I need to powder my nose?
What happened?
Skin is
He
flawless.
has
Finally,
access to it.
Jeffrey.
Why, how do you lose your plaque?
But it doesn't say Historic Preservation Board on it.
No,
I
not
noticed the
undo.
village council ones say village council.
Well, because the mayor or vice mayor, right?
Yeah, they say. But no, this is not mine. Okay.
You never
One
know.
day.
You never know. Okay.
Como? Flaquito?
Flaco.
Okay.
You understand Spanish?
Flaco.
He say, do I look thick? Do I look thick? Gracias, Alex.
Gracias, Alex.
Alex.
Thank you
we'll
so
see
much.
you.
It has been
I'll be around. Don't worry. Don't worry.
He's
I'll
gonna be
back.
around. Thank
really
you.
pleasure. I wish you would stay, but I know you have other plans in life.
Yeah.
Thank you, my
plans.
friend.
Well, not really. But I know it's true. I'm, we're consultants,
Who
so.
was appointed? What's her name?
Is it Judith Frankel?
Judith Frankel.
Judith Franco. She comes from
She was in
The
Surfside.
Southside.
I don't know her, so I guess I will know her Monday or Tuesday, whenever I'm here.
Alice, gracias. Suerte mañana.
Bye. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No.
I was trying to say hi to Isabelle, but it's closed.
Oh, okay, so I guess she.
Yeah, she probably left. Yeah.
That's why it looks like that.
So, okay, see ya. But it's definitely shut down and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, they always ask me to go out. I have to go home and my cleaning person comes tomorrow morning,
Oh wow.
and I have to do laundry.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 2
yeah.
loads of laundry to do.
I have. You have 2 loads. I have like 3.
Well,
It's
actually, I
just
could
how
have
bad.
3, but I'm not.
It's just that bad because I got so like tired. I'm like, oh my
Well,
god.
grocery. I have no milk. There's stuff I don't have at home because like last night I wanted to go, and by the time they shut at 10.
Right.